we're all aware by now of the story of Beau Biden on his deathbed telling Joe Biden, you've got to run for president. And by all accounts, Beau Biden, a very impressive guy. I mean, he was one of the last holdouts on that mortgage deal. I wonder if, I would imagine perhaps if his father had not been vice president, he would have been the very last and may still very well have been holding out. Nevertheless, and I guess that's not necessarily the measure of a person, but apparently that story of Beau Biden telling his father, you've got to promise me that you're going to run for president, was related to Maureen Dowd, who wrote about it first, by Joe Biden himself. Now, I mean, a little bit awkward, I guess. But look, say what you will about Joe Biden. I have said on this program many times before that the guy has run for president twice. I think the last time he ran in 2008, what did he come in just behind Richardson or just ahead of Richardson in Iowa? In other words, he didn't do very well. And I suspect he won't be doing himself any favors if he runs this time. Better to maintain his legacy and go forward. But, however, and we would be remiss if we did not report this from the so-called journalist Edward Klein, who this guy writes regularly at, is he at WorldNet Daily? This guy, he
used to be a serious journalist, right? Theoretically, back in the day.
I don't recall. What was the book that he wrote? Didn't he write some book about Clinton?
The Problem with Hillary.
Right.
Unlikable. The Problem with Hillary.
Is that really the name of the book?
Yes.
Oh, my God.
And he's a former foreign editor of Newsweek and former editor of the New York Times Magazine. See? He used to be legitimate.
And he was a tabloid writer, right? Gossip guy?
Oh, foreign editor at Newsweek. I don't know.
Really? Are we looking at the same people?
Definitely. This is his Twitter handle.
All right. I don't know. That's
unlikable. The Problem with Hillary.
And you could sign up for Ed Klein Confidential, but I am going to blow the lid off of this thing that's supposedly confidential. Ed Klein reported just last week, talk in Democratic Party circles is that Barack Obama has told Joe Biden he's prepared to endorse him for president if, in return, Biden promises to let Obama have a final say in the choice of his vice presidential running mate. And of course, you know Obama, you know who he's going to pick and what the parameters are going to be. And that is, in this scenario, which Obama has not yet fully explained to Biden. So Klein is actually getting this info before Biden. And when Biden saw this information, I can only imagine what he said. Biden would promise to serve only one term in the White House, after which he would back his vice president to succeed him. And of course, Obama is all part of Obama's plan to make sure that out of the next two presidents, another one of them is African American. Obama would force Biden to choose former Massachusetts Governor Deval Patrick to be the vice president, who then would ultimately become the president under Obama's plan. Now, I guess, to a certain extent, we should be thankful that Obama's not forcing Biden to choose a non-American, maybe a Kenyan or, an avowed socialist. I mean,
do you really know where Deval was born?
That's true. Off the top of my head, I couldn't tell you in a million years where he was born.
Right.
It's interesting.
Why don't you use a little bit of journalistic skepticism like Edward Klein, buddy?
Maybe Ireland.
Yeah, well, or maybe not.
I don't know. I mean,
maybe that name is a deep cover.
Deval Patrick sounds. Maybe he was born. I don't know, but
maybe his real name is Kwame Nkrumah.
That's possible. That would be weird.
I think it's very possible. I wouldn't put anything past this administration at this point.
Well, this is just shocking news. And
All right, look, Joe, you're one of the good ones, okay? Let me just say that right up front, all right? So I tolerate you, and Hillary's not going to be president. None of these Republicans are going to be president. We all know the long-term master plan. I guess you don't, because you're sort of like the help around here. But let me explain to you how it's going to work. One term for you. You get to run around, obviously. Me and Skip Gates and Cornel West will still control things behind the scenes. 2 years in, Minister Farrakhan's on the Supreme Court. Don't ask me how that's going to happen. It's just going to happen, all right? Then you name Deval Patrick, or as I remember him, Kwame, my classmate, at Kinshasa Grammar School. That's right, that's in the Congo. People don't even know this. It goes so deep. So that's the plan. Can you get on board with that, Whitey?
And there you
Allahu
have it.
Akbar.
All right. So
Say it after me, Joe. Allahu Akbar. Oh, and by the way, tell Maureen Dow that your son wanted you to run for president. Remember how he was saying he wanted you to stop and smell the roses? You got to just be like, what was that you said? What'd you say, son?
That's Joe saying, I'm sorry, did you say rose garden? You want me in the rose garden? Okay. All right,
I like that kid. Exploit his memory.
Let's go on.
I just want to degrade the white man.
Duh.
All right, thank you so much.
All right, we don't want to. I mean, we don't want to alert. We don't want. And frankly, I'm a little bit concerned about revealing too much.